Morning everybody, this is just a quick training video to help you to understand how we can avoid copyright issues with the uploading of past papers and mark schemes. So Cambridge clearly states on their website that we may not upload past papers onto our website, onto any website. However, they also state that we may print papers for dissemination within the classroom. So since our classroom is an online environment, the way we're going to get around that is, instead of uploading the past paper itself, we're going to provide links to the past papers. Also, just to mention that copyright law states that up to 10% of any published material may be reproduced before it's a copyright violation. And so, for example, with my comprehensions, I feel comfortable uploading questions because I've changed them a little bit and I don't feel that they make up a full 10% of that paper. So let's see what I'm talking about. So here's my English language course. Editing is on. So let's go down to, I should have checked beforehand. I think I've got a past paper in here. Let's have a look. Yes, okay. So, as you guys know, I always work with two tabs open because it's just helpful. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to go into my second tab here. Keep the other page open for reference. So there are two things we're going to go over in this video. The first is how to change the past paper upload to a link within a lesson, and then the second will be how to do it for assessment. So let's just jump right in. So I'm going to go into how to write a letter. This is not a lesson, this is a how-to guide. So obviously there'll be a few differences when you're actually doing your letter. Now the first thing that we can do is we want to do a quick search for any instances of the word IGCSE and delete them. I can't see that one. Good. Okay, and then Cambridge. That you will not be awarded or penalized for the inclusion of addresses. Alright, Cambridge. No. Alright, so that's just to remove all traces of the words IGCSE and Cambridge. Okay. Alright, so here we go, example from the exam. Now, the website I use most extensively is Papa Cambridge. You'll notice that I've placed at the beginning of my course a disclaimer. I advise you do the same. Please note that all past papers and mark schemes contained in this course have been sourced from Papa Cambridge. So we're really putting the blame onto Papa Cambridge, which is great because they're not us. Alright, so below is an example taken from the 2016 paper 22. Right, so the first thing you want to do is access Papa Cambridge. You then want to find your subject. Make sure that you know your code. As you can see, there are 3 Englishes here, so make sure you're using the right one. Check on your code. Okay, so I'm looking for the November 2016 paper 22. 2016. Oops, too far. November. I'm looking for insert 22. Here it is. Whoops. Here it is. Okay. So all I'm doing here is I'm taking that guy out. Excuse me. And I'm going to say, sorry about that. I'm going to say, visit the link below and read passage A. Okay. I'm going to use my link icon. and I'm going to link this to this paper. So let's just make sure I'm expecting to see crocodile hunting here. Just make sure you've got the right paper, of course. Gosh, I hope it is the right paper. Crocodile hunting, great. That is my paper that I'm looking for. Right, so that takes out that problem. Now here, we can't have the question. All right, so again, visit the link below and have a look at question 1. Okay, so again, I'm going to insert my link image. Okay. Now we want the question paper. So let's find question paper 22. Mark scheme, sorry. Question paper 22. And let's just see, I'm expecting to see Nick. Yep, there he is. Copy that and drop it in here. So now what we've essentially done by doing that, now of course if this were a lesson you would say, you know, answer the question, submit below, etc., etc. So what we've essentially done by doing so is instead of uploading the papers, which is illegal, we have directed the students to somewhere where they can access the papers and do with them as they will, which is legal. They can download them if they want to, they can print them if they want to, they can do whatever they like. And that, according to Cambridge's website, is allowed. Okay, so the next thing to look at is how do we deal with assessments where we just pop a paper in. So let me show you, let me go down to Unit 1 assessment over here. See, I've already hidden a bunch of stuff. Okay, so for example, this is the June 2018 paper 11 that I have used for their assessment. A lot of hidden stuff around it, apologies about that. Okay, we're going to talk about the mark scheme in a second. Alright, so now what I want us to do is we are going to go to the bottom of this section. We're going to add an activity, which is a page. And I'm going to say Unit 1 assessment. Sorry for my daughter in the background, it's holidays. Please complete this assessment and submit your answers below. Right. So in the page content, I have a test icon that I use. It's up to you completely what you want to use, but I like this guy, which I found on Google Images. I know it looks good at 350. Okay, so what are we going to do? Visit the link below and read passage A. Okay, now just to remember, Unit 1 assessment. This is why I have 2 tabs open. So we're looking for the June 2018 paper 11. Oh, I hope it's there because 2018 is. Hope we. Oh, can we go back? I wonder if they have 2018. Let's check. Ah, they do. So June 2018. Insert 11. There it is. And as I did before, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put in my link icon. Okay. And I'm going to link it to the external site. Insert. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, copyright law states that we can reproduce up to 10% of the content from any any source and then reference it. So I'm just going to say answer the following questions, right? And I'm just going to go back here to my question paper. Oh, I think I need to do both. Read passage A and B. Read passage A and B. Passage A relates to your comprehension, and passage B relates to your summary. Okay, so as I say, I've already changed some of these things around, so it's a good idea for you to just make sure that you know you want less than 10% of the paper. Right. Oops, not there. Answer the following questions. Comprehension. I'm going to make this heading 3. Actually, I'm going to make it heading 4. I'll make this heading 3. That looks quite nice. Right. A, B, C, D. A little time consuming, but I think we can agree less time consuming than creating your own content from scratch. F. Okay. Just going to indent those. Okay. Then your summary, which we're going to make heading 4. And I'm just going to make this heading 5. Stunning. All right, there it is. Okay. Once complete, submit your answer below. Okay, I'm going to pop in my submission icon. And let's just link it to the right box. Copy. And paste. Okay. So let's save all of that. Yes, baby. Right, so we can now hide this. And we can hide this. I'm going to move this up to the top. And I'm just going to rename it Unit 1 Assessment Submission. Here's our page that we've created. Okay, now as you can see, I then have some
I like to work.
Baby, mommy's just making a video.
I can do the video with you.
No, you definitely can't.
I'm working with you.
Why don't you go get ready with Auntie Precious?
No, I'm working with you.
Okay, you work quietly then, alright? Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I've got the mark scheme and the...
But I want to work with you, Mom.
Okay, guys, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do with you. I think you get the gist. all I would do differently with these guys, obviously we can't have this up because that's illegal. So what I would suggest doing, sorry, there goes my child. What I would suggest doing is, instead of this, we're going to add a web page. Okay. And you do that by adding a URL here. So this is the June 2018 Paper 11 mark scheme. And let's find it. Mark scheme 11, insert mark scheme 11. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to drop it in there. Go carefully through this mark scheme once you have received your assessed test. Okay, and I'm going to display that. Now I want to add a restriction on this. They have to have finished the Unit 1 assessment. Here it is. Okay. And activity completion. They must view it. Right. Okay, let's just pick it up from the bottom. Oh, where is it? Where did it go? Right, here it is, I think. Let's see. Yep. Now it's just a link rather than the paper. So let's, whoops. Alright, so we're moving it here. Now let's just make sure we remove the right one. Okay. Right, now which one? Oh, goodness gracious. Which one do we want to remove? I think this is the correct one. Yep. Great. And then we can feel free to move this one. Whoops, remove this one. Delete. Okay, then the last thing I need to do is my review of papers. I now need to change the criteria. So restrict access, we can remove, well, there we go. Right, here it is. I've added my restriction. Okay, so that's how to deal with it in the assessments, how to create a URL rather than a paper, and how to create your little test page rather than just having, so let's just see this how a student would see it. Here we go. Oh, well, that should be restricted. But anyway, I think you guys get the impression. So there we go. I hope that answers all of your questions. And, well, not answers all your questions. I hope that shows you how to do what needs to be done. And please don't hesitate. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them on the group or contact me directly. And hopefully we can get this done. Please bear in mind that this all needs to be 100% complete no later than the 10th of September. Alright guys, take good care. I hope this all made sense. I'll hear from you soon, I'm sure. Alright then, cheers.